About a year ago, I made a video called Vermis, the horror game that doesn't exist, which really blew up. It's about this book right here, which is this strange little video game guide that is to a game that was never actually made. It's quite spooky, it's haunting, it's slightly disturbing, great art. And a lot of people were mostly bummed about the fact that they couldn't play this game. Well, I opened up Reddit recently and discovered that someone actually did make it. I have no idea what's in this game or how it corresponds to the book, but let's check it out. Okay, so it has an opening. It looks like the same opening as in the book. A corpse kneels beside a well, mesmerized by the reflection of its living flesh. It wonders what could have been done and could have been. And for as long as the moon shines, the feeble illusion will prevail. Light sparks in the dark. Yeah, this sounds pretty familiar. It's been a while since I read the book. Which flesh is your flesh? Vermis, Lost Dungeons and Forbidden Woods. Okay, really curious to see how closely this mirrors what we saw in the book. So we cannot click on that. Probably type commands here. Let's get a new character. All right, these guys look familiar. Type confirm to continue. Who do we want here? Lost old glory. Once a hero, now a lost soul without purpose in life. Where are their beloved ones, the people they once fought for? Health, strength. They have high strength. It's kind of like a paladin type character. That sounds good. Let's type confirm. What is done cannot be undone. Okay. Looks like we are in the game. You're in the isolated crypt. You wake up and find yourself in a small crypt in the middle of green grave. It is cold and damp, but somehow comfortable. Exits are outside. Type help for information. Let's type help and see what we can do. We can go, get help, inventory, take, drop. All right, all your typical text adventure stuff. Is the music too high? Maybe I'll turn the music down a little bit. All right, let's go outside. Outside. You're now in a graveyard. It's decrepit and abandoned. Lichen-covered gravestones litter the field. Lichen-covered gravestones litter the field in front of you. A bitter cold wind bites through you. Before you lies two paths. East leads deeper into the graveyard. North leads into the higher burial grounds. Let's go east, deeper into the graveyard. Go east. You're now in the deep graveyard. Deep in the graveyard, far from the other tombs, lies an open coffin. The skeleton within holds a sword tightly in its grasp. Items, whistling death. Ooh, it's a sword. Okay, let's pick up. Whistling death. What were the different commands I can do? You take. Let's try take. Take. Whistling death. All right, we got to whistling death, and it's in our inventory now up here. That looks good. Can we equip it? Equip whistling death. Nice. Okay. Where can we go? Let's go back. Can we find something to kill? I think the art is borrowed from the book. It's not like ASCII art exactly, but it's kind of like worn down and grungy. All right, we went east. Let's try going north. I think this is not a completed game. The author said they were still... No, this wasn't created by the author of the book, to be clear. This is created by a fan. And the creator said that they are still working on it. You are now in high burial grounds. A cold and deafening wind cuts through the summit as you near the end of this pathway. As you reach the peak, you delight in the majestic view of the entire graveyard valley below. Hidden in a nook of this burial ground is a salient with 6 tombs. NPCs, Lonely Knight. Let's talk to the Lonely Knight. Talk to Lonely Knight. Can I attack? Lonely Knight? He draws near. Ooh, all right. Here we go. Actions. Attack, inspect, talk, run. Okay, let's just go back to talking, because I thought I couldn't do that before, but maybe I can. Talk, lonely night. There's not a whole lot there. Hail. Oh, I'm in combat. Can I talk to him again? On the night, art thou among the living? If so, this place is not for your ilk. Can I keep talking? On the night, me? If I don't think that should concern a stranger in the least, I am just offering my company to one I once knew. Interesting. Join me. If I keep doing this, will I keep getting more dialogue? Seems like I've run out of it. All right. Can I have him just join me in some way? Is there a command for doing that? No. All right. Well, let's attack him, I guess. Attack. Oh, I haven't tried to inspect him. What does he look like? Inspect lonely night. The mourning, the longing for someone who is no longer, can be as deep and as painful as an open wound. The lonely knight was defeated long ago. His path has been crooked since the day he lost his other half. Despite the imposing appearance, he is harmless unless provoked. Shall I provoke him? I'm kind of curious to see how combat works in this game, but maybe I will leave him alone for now, see if I can find a more dangerous enemy. You know, what if I just run? Run. You run away cowardly. Okay. Nothing of note. I'm not sure what a salient is, to be honest. Inspect tombs? 6 tombs, one of which is open, leading to the pauper's catacombs. Those who lie within are not among the living. What if we enter the catacombs? Go catacombs. The path is blocked. Can't quite figure out how to get into that tomb at the moment, so maybe I'll just try attacking the knight. I feel kind of bad, but let's see what happens. This could use some more sensitivity to context, I think. Attack lonely knight. You hit him for 3 damage. Ah, hit me back for 2 damage. What is my health? 1 hit point left. All right, I'm about to die probably. Can I just run away in the middle of combat? I run away. I was not about to survive. All right, went back to Lonely Knight, killed him. Is there anything here to investigate? Inspect. Lonely Knight. Nothing there? I can't loot his body? Not super helpful. Still only have 1 health left. I gotta get into those catacombs. I know that there is a way in there. I'm not clear on what I have to do to go in because it says it is unlocked. Ah, the command was going inside. You are now in Pauper's Catacombs, a place filled with the corpses of those not remembered, anonymous warriors, disgraced nobles, mere peasants. The walls overflow with bones, the pitch-dark corridors are leaking, and the air is dense with the heavy smell of rot. Go outside, left, right, or forward. I feel like it might be in a maze, and in a maze you always just put your hand on the right side and keep going. So let's go right and see if that's effective. We're now in a side room, an unfinished room in the catacombs. Splintered bone litters the floor. Ominous sculptures line the perimeter of this room. Inspect sculptures. Foreboding sculptures that depict skeletons line the perimeter of this room. They feel as if they are watching you. Let's see if I can attack the skeleton. Nope, no one there to attack. Let's go back. And let's try going left this time. You're now in the burial room. The walls are lined with those laid to rest. The room hangs heavy with the smell of rotten mold. Items, skull. Get skull. Take skull. There we go. We took the skull. Now 4 items. It is not quite like a lot of the old text games. The old text games often had lots of verbs and were more context sensitive, whereas this one you have to be very precise with what you type and what you're referring to, which is a little annoying, but it is a brand new game that's still in progress. The skull is not actually a whole skull, but the top half of a skull cleaved in twain. Probably going to be useful. Let's go back. Okay, and let's go forward this time. Reach an intersection in the catacombs. A statue depicting a mother lies in front. Heading left leads deeper into the catacombs, and the path to the right has caved in. Well, always inspect everything. Inspect statue. A molding statue depicting a mother. The top half of its head is missing. Oh, there we go. We got the skull for that. And its feet, you can read the following inscription. Our caring mother guides us through the dark. Her lips speak sweet, tender words, and her gaze reflects our own. All right, how do I take my skull and put it on the statue? Use skull. Hidden chambers. Where are these hidden chambers? Inspect hidden chambers? Enter hidden chambers? Maybe its exact location will show up later. Where can I go? Left? Let's try going left and see if that shows up. You're now in the catacombs hallway. You find your way through the labyrinthine catacombs. The shadows feel alive and dance in the corner of your eye. NPC's a frog knight. You go back or forward. Talk. Frog knight. Stop this madness. You know, I already killed one knight. Maybe I can kill a second one as well. I'm not a very good paladin, but I don't know. I don't feel like I'm necessarily a good guy. Frog knight. Interesting. You have to type it twice, which is kind of strange. Killed him. Nice. Inspect frog knight. Oh, up at the top it says that there's items. So items armor. Does that mean I can take it? Take armor. I got some armor. Did I miss some items back with the first night? Do I want to go all the way back and check? Nah, probably not. What kind of armor is it? Sentinel armor from a far away land. The armor is extremely heavy and full of ornaments, all painted in green with bronze detailing. A piece of written cloth is stored inside the gauntlet. Do not dare return without a cure. Equip armor? All right. Let's go forward. I'm still looking for those hidden chambers that we unlocked. Stench companion draws near. That doesn't look fun. Can I just run away from it? I only have 1 hit point. Wait, why do I have 1 out of 5 hit points? Oh, maybe because of my armor? Probably because of my armor. Can I talk to him? Oh, he needs help. Can I help him somehow? I cannot open my inventory in combat. Okay. Oh boy. I'm just going to try and run. I cannot run. Okay, well, let's attack them. Oh man. They got me. You have died. I have an affliction now. Infection. Probably from the stench guy. Well, that was really interesting. It's very straightforward, but it seems to capture a lot of the vibes, I would say, of the original Vermis book. Curious to see where that goes. Well, that was Vermis, at least the fan-made video game adaptation of it. I think the text-based adventure works pretty well with it. Like, the original book doesn't really say what kind of video game it was supposed to be. And I think text-based works pretty well with it, even though it's fairly restrictive at the moment. Most of the text seems to be taken straight from the book, so it is trying to be, I think, a pretty faithful adaptation. It's just really interesting to see people taking these fake video games, and there seems to be more and more of these concepts out there now, and trying to adapt them into something real. Anyway, I'll put a link to this down in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself and see if you can get any further than I did. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.